Welcome and welcome back to the Flow of Life Tarot. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being your energy. We're just going to slip into some messages and see what comes through using the cards for inspiration and extra guidance. Okay, actually I'm going to do another moon set. Work through your fears. Okay. This is interesting. This just came up in another reading, which might be online already. Expect powerful change, and the answers you need are coming. Can you see this? The light is, I might need to adjust the light. I'm not even sure if that's focusing. Let me just do a little magic. Okay, how's that for some extra light? Not too strong. Ooh. Okay, not too strong, not too light, not too dark. This might relate to the reading that's that I've just done. Perhaps in tangent. Work through your fears. Yeah, this is check out the other reading as well. That's kind of got threefold guidance. The answers you need are coming. Expect powerful change. There's the new moon eclipse. We had one sort of at the beginning of the year, and we'll have one sort of more autumn, not too far distant. This is Gemini and Scorpio energies. Okay, let's dive in and see what these fears are. Often when we're not ready to face them, we'll be projecting them onto others and seeing them outside in the world. But this call to work through them means that you're ready. Even if you don't actually believe it, you still might be squirming at the thought of having to deal with these fears. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to get one of the... does that all look a bit... Hang on a sec. Is that better? How's that? I'm going to get a Mystical Shaman Oracle. Hang on a sec. Right, Mystical Shaman Oracle card for you. Let's see about these fears. Okay, the child. Yeah, so these will be fears that were set in your program, in your subconscious mind, going back to childhood, because we see these moon phases here. And they're coming up now, ready for you to address, like a splinter that's ready to come to the surface. It's not saying that you perhaps haven't addressed or been aware of them, but now it's that deeper layer. And I'm thinking of like how the cuticle has these deeper layers where things cut to the quick. This is going to be painful because I always see this child as being sort of a child that's been through war-torn experiences and challenges. So this is going to require you to hold a lot of compassion and space for yourself. Okay, just a minute. Okay, yeah, this is definitely related to this other reading. So have a look at that. We need to have a good relationship with our inner child so that we can embody the joy and the love and the wisdom and the youth and the excitement of childhood, so that those things aren't lost to us. I'm just trying to bring more colour. Everything looks very dark at the minute. Very muted. Just see if there's a bit more light. Yeah, very muted colours. I don't know if that's how it looks to you. Facing your fears. inner child work. It's always the big stuff, isn't it? I guess you wouldn't need messages for the... Oh, okay. That just jumped out. That doesn't usually happen with this deck. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been doing the work, and actually this is quite a nice light. She's a beekeeper. She's got all her pentacles. Yeah, there's the very muted colours. These are it's definitely the lights. It's a bit odd. Yeah, that just jumped out. So this is it. You know, that acknowledges that you've been doing the work, and so you're ready to deal with this next level of whatever it is. And I think that came up in another reading elsewhere. Yeah, Eight of Swords. So we've got 8, 8. Perhaps another reading that I did record on the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. Yeah, a tower. Oh, that was about meditation. That was it. And maybe I can link that as well. That your meditation process is preparing your nervous system to hold energy for your inner child. There's some profound work there to be done, and this is also a reiteration of that. God, do you remember in Jurassic Park? I think the first one, and the guy puts a bug on the computer program system, a virus, and he runs off with, I don't know, specimens in a test tube, and all the others, he drives off because he's going to sell it for a load of money. Anyway, so he leaves his little virus, and then they try and hack in the system to lock the gates or whatever, and it goes So I'm hearing that you've got there's something that you've perhaps been avoiding dealing with, and the tower is going to come in and sort of wake you up and demand that you deal with this, or your inner child is, because it could be in the driving seat, and that could be veering you off course. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Judgment. You know, it's kind of pretty much the ultimate wake-up call, with the trumpet here, and these beautiful wings of transformation. So this will be... Oh. Didn't we get a chance to speak and shuffle? I was going to ask about this Eight of Pentacles. Again, this just came up in another reading. So you've been working on these past life wounds as well. So, you know, you're not new to dealing with the challenges of life. Yeah, literally it just says there, challenge and courage. So 7 of Wands, you've got this, you can do this, you're prepared to do it. It might feel a bit ick, you might be kind of avoiding this, but don't forget there are, you know, you have support, you have guidance, and your inner child will also, once you're ready to listen and hold space and pay attention, and allow your inner child to reach that state of peace that it deserves to be at. It shouldn't be carrying the responsibility of an adult. Then the natural, joyful, free, loving, expressive, innocent state of the inner child will be a guide for you. Will be releasing and empowering and freeing and liberating for you. So in that sense, you also have support from your inner child. And these are going to be profound changes for you. Yeah, this is very similar to quite a few messages recently. Do you need anything else about this? 10 of Wands? No. Do you need a moon card? No. Do you need a bit of... Okay. As I said that, this was still at the bottom deck from something else earlier. 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. The answers that you need are coming. Yeah, you're ready to put down your burdens. It has been hard work dealing with them. I just split the deck. We've got, again, the 9 of Wands there and Death. So you're at this transformational, pivotal moment here. So, okay, what are the answers that you need then? We've got 10 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. The answers you need are coming. Gemini. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Ace of Wands is brilliant here for fast news coming in, which is very much that mercurial Gemini energy, news, information, and a fresh new start with this Ace of Pentacle. So you're going to be revived if you're feeling a little bit like you're flagging. There's fresh news coming in that's going to be inspiring and filling up your cup, your resources. And there's a new pathway that's going to be seen that may not have been seen before. I'm thinking of like the film The Labyrinth, where she's in the early stages and the labyrinth keeps moving around, and all these little creatures like just move shrubs and bushes and stones. A path is going to be revealed to you, your path ahead, and you're going to have the nourishment and sustenance to walk that path, because obviously you're doing this profound work. Inner child, tower, facing your fears. I've got a cute puppy wagging her tail and looking at me. She's not a puppy, but she's young. Oh, okay, yeah. This flipped out first. So this is very much illusion, delusion, and also I see this as shadow work. This is literally facing your fears. And it could be as simple as fearing success as much as you fear failure. Fear being your greater self with capital S, your big self. So, and there could be fear of being overwhelmed by facing your fears, which is totally understandable. So you approach this with this integrity of a knight, of compassion. And I always see these wings as like the mercurial wings that carry forward. So again, this reiteration of this Gemini energy and this Eight of Wands energy and this communication information. Even the horse is bowing down with compassion and reverence, crossing these emotional rivers and stream. So facing this overwhelm with compassion, and facing the tower with compassion and grace. Either the tower is going to cut through this if you're already in this sort of Seven of Cups illusion, delusion, overwhelmed state. And if you're not already in that state, then the tower is going to kind of churn this up for you to have to deal with. Either way, we see like the this all-seeing eye here. So this is all guided by divine. Guided by your divine higher self, your true heart of hearts, your soul. And judgments come up again. So it came up in the other deck, didn't it? It was at the bottom of the deck. The Eight of Wands here underneath this expect powerful change is asking you to not get stuck in your mind. It's reminding you that you don't need to be, you can observe the negative thoughts, fears, the programming that surround you and seem to keep you trapped. And you have the courage and the capacity to face that on with this sort of fiery Seven of Wands energy here. So the message really is saying that you can do this. You can do this. And facing your fears doesn't mean jumping into like shark-infested waters or hanging out with a lion. It's that bravery to go within. We get another card for the judgment, for the expect powerful change. Yeah, and this is the powerful change, this judgment card. This is the awakening process. So this may also feel like, especially with the tower here, like another unfolding of your awakening process. It is like an ongoing process. Yeah, and these again all part of the ugly fears that are coming up. This competition and battle, these sleepless nights. These are what you're facing head on, because your soul, you're done with this energy. For the next stage of your life, you need to let go of this energy and move beyond it. And it isn't just a case of, oh, let it go. It's seeing it, it's acknowledging it, holding it with compassion. You know, this is mental energy again. So we've got this 8 of Swords here, 5 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Where else? A lot of mental anguish and anxiety and conflict. So facing these fears are going to help release you from all that mental chaos and energy, as will the Tower. But because this is connected to this inner child work, you're going to have to approach this with compassion. Definitely check out that video about the meditation and the nervous system being gently prepared. It's quite a good message. Quite a good message in there. I like that one. What else? Is there anything else? No, I'm just going to take one more mystical shaman as just like an overall bit of like a final word with all of this. Oh, there's 2 cards. Okay. And again, these have been coming out recently. This is the affirmation that you're being supported and guided through this process. You have your divine team and spirit. You can call upon them, your guardians, your guides, your angels, your ancestors, those in the angelic realms. Divine source is all there supporting you through this process. And you are seen, and you are asked to be the seer and look into your fears and face your fears and be able to hold grace and compassion for the inner child and be able to face the shadow work and face the illusions and the delusions, bringing conscious awareness to these patterns and things that very likely began in childhood or in prior lives. But specifically, you are working with your inner child in this, because that will free up so much energy for you. Yeah, so you are supported. They see you and you are the seer. Wow, that's really powerful. Yeah, that's everything. Okay, short and sweet video, and lovely to connect with you. Your energy, take what resonates, leave the rest. Thanks for being here. I don't know if I said all that. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Bye.